Hi guys, welcome back to the automation point. So today's session agenda is write Xpath in the Firefox browser using firebug and firepath. What is the absolute Xpath and relative Xpath? And we will show you some Xpath expression with their description. So let's move on, like the Xpath using firebug and firepath. So let me show you. Uh, yeah, so come here, just let me close it. So what is the firebug and firefox? Right now we have opened this one orange HRM login page in Firefox. And what is the firebug and firefox? So firebug is just a plugin that help us to look inside the HTML code of any page. So it's just like the development tools of any browser. So here, if you want to write the XPath of the any element of this page, what you need to know? You need to know the HTML, the architecture of the HTML and all the properties of the HTML properties of that elements and attribute values of that element. So if you want to write the XPath, let's go down. If you want to write the XPath of this user text field, click here and you will see it is showing all the HTML component and parent-child hierarchies of this HTML, okay, for this respective page. And just I have clicked here and it is highlighting this one. So it's what's showing this username text field is HTML component for this user text field is username text field is input. It has the tag input and having the properties IDs with the value text username, name with the value text username and type with the text, and it is the child of this div that having the ID div username and class text input container. Okay, so to write the XPath of the any HTML elements, you first of all you need to know this all the attributes values, what is this attributes and what its values. Sometimes you will get, if you go to write the XPath for an element, so this ID and name value is not available. Okay, so in that case you people will need to go on its parent and find that its parents have any unique properties or not, unique attribute or not. If parent has any unique property, then we can locate that parents and will reach to this child. So like that you can go on if the immediate parent do not have any unique attribute and properties, then you can go on their parents, grandparents. So like that, to write the XPath, you need to look inside the HTML code and HTML architecture of the hierarchies of the any elements. Okay, so this is how the firebug help us to look inside the HTML code. Now come on, what is the firepath? So it's a plugin of this firebug that helps us to write to get the ready-made XPath. So let's click on this element and it will list the XPaths. Let's click on this element and it is giving this one XPath. But guys, right now we will not use in our best practice, we do not use this XPath. So I will, in upcoming video, I will show why we do not use this XPath in our best practice, and that's why we will do here hands-on and we'll show you how to the right XPath. And once you will start to follow the best practice, you will come to know that's why we are writing our own customized relative XPath, because that provide us the stability in our Selenium script, robustness in our Selenium script. Okay guys, so let's this is the firework. Now let's move on next as a topic, that is the what is the absolute XPath and what is the relative XPath. So let's see the HTML component of this page. So yeah, so as I show you this HTML component, it start with this the whole HTML component is divided in two parts. that is the head and body inside this HTML. Okay, so this is the root node. And let's see, if you want to find any element inside here, that is the font. Okay, so if you then in the relative absolute XPath, what you will do, you will start from this root node to up to this. Okay, as I so take an example here. Let's see, from root node to last node, that is the front node, and we are not going to miss any nodes in from the root node to the front node. If let's see in another release some any element will be introduced in between them, then our this locator will, in that case our this locator will not work. Okay, and I need to change that locator. That's why in our, when we write the script and the best practice, we do not use this absolute XPath. In our best practice, we always use the relative XPath, or not that system generated and any tool generated relative XPath. We will do the practice to write our own customized XPath. Okay, that provide the more robustness in our script. That's why we have written one script XPath here. So let's see how you can write your XPath. So here this XPath is saying / star at the square bracket at the rate ID username text field. Okay guys, so this one is the system generated XPaths. Okay, so let's move on the next slides where I will, so this is the what is the difference between the absolute XPath and relative XPath. So let's move on next slide, that is yeah. So this slides, here is, we have taken this HTML code snippets to show you. This code snippet is just for this text, text field, user text field. So we have taken this much part of the code to just explain you how to write the XPath. Okay guys, so let's see here. If you what is the slash? So slash, if you want to navigate from one node to the another node, that is from the parent node to the just immediate child node, you need to use the single slash. Okay, so let's see this div at the rate ID div username, this part. Okay, so this part I have taken here. This one is the div. Okay, and at the div at the rate of ID, okay, and username, and then we want to list this one, identify this one element, then the slash or span. So let's write and show how it is working. So let's see what we are doing. Just to give the /. Okay, this one div / div. Okay, is start square bracket at the rate. Okay, and then ID equal to single quote, and just take this div ID, that is div username string, just copy it and paste here. Okay, so it will list this one parent. Okay, and now you want to go on this one, on the child, span child. So what you need to do, just put single slash and write as okay, and just click enter. Let's see, it's showing this one. So what is the use of this one single slash? Just to go from the root node, parent node, to just immediate root node. And here the double forward slash, it is used to just bypass all the nodes and start with this div node. Okay, so we have given /. If you want to, again, if you want to put, let's see, if you want to go from here to this one element, so this one element to this one element, you can also use here here on the /. It's a use, you can use any, it will list, it will bypass all these elements in between this and this node, and it will reach your on final node. Okay, So next is the tag. So you can, what you can do, if you want to find all the elements having the similar tag, you can write this like that, uh, double slash and input. Let's see, do enter. Let's see here showing of the all the elements having the input tag, all the nodes having the input tag, and it's showing that 8 matching nodes. Okay guys, so if you want to find the all the links on the web page, what you will do, usually the links comes inside the A tag. So here you can just put A and do enter. Let's see, it's saying 5 match nodes, means on this page we have the 5 nodes link. Okay, yeah, so this is the, if you want to list just provide a double slash or A. Next is tag and at the rate attribute name. If you want to select all the element with a specific attribute name, what you need to do, just put here double slash. Okay, double slash and what example I have, yeah, double slash at the rate and any attribute. You will, let's go where, inside the div, any attribute, let's say id. Okay, and do enter. It's showing what all the elements having the id attributes. Okay, what all the elements having the id attributes, and it is matching 25. Okay, the same way you guys see, you can see right the, if you want to among this attribute, among this id, if you have any specific id, let's say we have the text password id and we want to find this individual element only, then what you can do, you can provide here, let's see what it is saying, no boolean true, but this is not exact one. For that, what you need to do, we here put the star, okay, and start bracket, square bracket, close the bracket, okay, and then do enter. Let's see, it is pointing to this individual element. Then if you have any attribute and its value, you can write the xpath to point that elements. Okay, next is, but in the best practice we will generally we do not use this xpath. What you will do, you just take the combinations of the tag name and its attribute name. So if its tag name is input, so in the we will use this one xpath in our general practice. Okay, we will not use this generic xpath. Okay, we will not use this generic xpath. We only use this xpath in our best practice. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think it is making sense to you. So next to go on the next, the tag and at the rate attribute, it will list all the elements have matching with this tag name. So here the input and at the rate star. So it will list all the elements, just input and at the rate star. Again, it will list all the elements and do enter. See here, all the 8 matching nodes is available over here. Okay, like that. Attribute values, yeah, star tag name at the rate attribute value. Okay, so you can just, I show you how you can take that. This one is the, generally in our best practice we use this xpath. Okay, so next is at the rate text. So what is the text? So come, let's see here. Here in the span we have this one username. This one is nothing but the text. So if you have any text or any link text, you can locate that element by using this text or this text or link text. For that you need to use just this text function. Okay, so go here and you can write the locate the element by using that text function. So here that element is span. So for that you can write the xpath like that, span. Okay, square bracket text function bracket equal to colon single quote and take this password and pass this over here and do enter. Let's see, it's pointing this one, and this one is the best practice XPath. We generally use this XPath in our script. Okay, so yeah, let's see if you have it any tag name by using the index of the element you can find that element. So let's see the example. Here we have listed the input and it is listing eight matching node, and if we want to find the fourth node, so you can go like that. Just you can provide that index like 4 and do enter. It will, and why it is not showing? So y double slash input and 1. Let's see, it's coming 5 match. Okay, let's say go here and put 2. Let's see. Yeah, so this is going on first one and second one. So here inside this element, this is the second one. So like that you can write the XPath. So just let me summarize you. So here you can write the XPath. I have explained you the forward slash, single slash and double slash, and you can write the XPath with this tag and attribute and their attribute combination. So in the best practice, guys, we use this one XPath, generally this one XPath, and this one XPath. Okay, guys. So thank you so much, guys, and please subscribe Automation Point channel to keep getting automation updates. Okay, thank you once again.